Hello everyone, my name is Attila. Welcome to our 52-week program for SATs, Grammar School and Year 7 admission tests. Today we will discuss decimal number and Roman numerals. These learning topics key us to are the foundation syllabus of GCSE, Key 3 and 4. So, it is also helpful for international students who plan to sit for GCSE in the future. After this 52-week program, we will run a GCSE maths program. If you are an international student, please do not miss it. If you are in Year 4 or 5, this is the best time to practice and prepare for Year 7 admission test. At this stage, you already have some idea. However, we will refresh your memory and practice more today. When we want to know the fraction of a number or want to find a value between two whole numbers, we use decimals. For whole numbers, when we move from right to left, we find a large number. But after the decimal point, moving from left to right, we get a smaller number. In this chart, 46 has 4 tens and 53 has 5 tens. So 46 is smaller than 53 since the tens value of 46 is smaller than the tens value of 54. In the second scenario, 46.198 has a thousandths value, whereas 46.23 does not have any thousandths value. So, do not think that 46.198 is the bigger number. The more we go right after the decimal, the less value we get. So, we compare numbers from the tenths value first. 46.198 has 1 tenth, and 46.23 has 2 tenths. So 46.23 is a bigger number than 46.198. The position of a decimal number on a number line is between two whole numbers. So 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.9 are all smaller than 1, but bigger than 0. Similarly, 4.1, 4.2, 4.25, 4.6, 4.8, and 4.99 are all smaller than 5, but bigger than 4. Practice question 1. Order the numbers from the largest to the smallest. 9.56, 9.49, 49, and 9.489. Let's put these numbers in the table. Only 49 has a tens value, so it is the largest. So we put it first. Let's cross it out. Next, we have three numbers with 9 ones, so we move to the decimal place. 9.5 has 5 tenths, whereas the other two numbers have 4 tenths. So 9.5 is the biggest among the three numbers. Therefore, we put 9.5 next and cross it out from the table. 9.49 and 9.489 both have 4 tenths, so we move to the hundredths. 9.49 has 9 hundredths, and 9.48 has 8 hundredths. So the next big number is 9.49. We put it next and cross it out from the table. Next, we put 9.489. Finally, we put 6. 6 is the smallest, since it has the smallest ones among all the numbers. I believe this explanation is very helpful to clear your understanding of decimal numbers. If you are still confused, please go back and see the video again. Practice question 2. Find the value of A and B. Please pause this video for 1 minute and find the answer. Okay, let's check if you have identified the answer correctly. A is halfway between 0 and 1, so the value of A is 0.5. Between two whole numbers, there are 10 divisions marked with a small line. B is halfway between 3 and 4, and one more small line, totaling 6 lines after 3. Therefore, the value of B is 3.6. We will discuss how to add or remove a decimal point in fraction learning topics. As we are learning sequentially, we will discuss adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing a decimal numbers in our future lectures. Roman numerals. Roman numerals are very obsolete, as we don't see them that much anymore. The only places where you'd see it is in the Big Ben or some old clocks. A long time ago, the ancient Romans used these numbers. Roman numerals are written as follows: 1 as I, 5 as V, 10 as X, 50 as L, 100 as C, 500 as D, and 1000 as M. We write Roman numerals as follows: 1 as I, 2 as II, and 3 as III. However, 4 is written as 5 minus 1, which is IV. If we put a smaller number behind a Roman numeral, it is a subtraction. However, we do not place two smaller numbers behind a bigger number. We only put one smaller numeral behind a bigger number to subtract. For example, Ix is 10 minus 1 or 9. But we do not write 8 as IIX. Instead, we put 3 ones in front of 5. When we put a smaller number in front of a bigger number, it means addition. For example, DC, where D is 500 and C is 100. So DC is 500 plus 1 equals 600. We can put a maximum of 3 smaller numbers in front of a bigger number to add. So we write 8 as VII. 5 plus 3 equals 8. We put 3 ones in front of 5. Let's write a bigger number. Write the year 2025 in Roman numerals. We will separate the number into two parts, 2000 and 25. Rewrite 2000 as mm, then 10 as x, then 15 as xv. So 2025 is mmxxv. Practice question 3. Write in Roman numerals 1, 4, 8, 40, 110, and 2012. 1 is easy. Just put 1 as capital I. For 4, we write V as 5, then 1 behind V. Putting smaller numbers behind the big numbers is subtraction. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 8. We put 3 ones in front of 5. For 40, we write L for 50 and subtract 10 by putting X behind L. For 110, we write C for 100, then put X in front of C to add 10. Can you try 2012? Do not worry if you can't do it. Please comment and we will reply. Practice question 4. Write the Roman numerals and numbers VII, IX, XXIII, MMXII. Please try the first three. Let's do the last one. M represents 1000, so MM equals 2000. Then we have X as 10 and II as 2, or together 12. So the number is 2012. Before we finish, can you solve this quiz? Move 2 lines to make the equation correct. Keep the type the same. Okay, we just remove 2 lines from here and put it in front of L. We will use this book 11 plus Maths Genius for 52 lectures. It provides a summarized description of all the learning topics, along with plenty of example and practice questions. It also includes 2 full mock exams for Stage 1 and 1 mock exam for Stage 2, along with answer sheets and answers. It will give you a flavor of real exam situations. These 3 mock exams are worth more than £50. We recommend purchasing this book as soon as possible, as it is well worth buying. Links to buy this book are given in the description box. Please click on the link to Lecture 1. That's all for this week from 11 Plus Maths Genius. Next week, we will learn about rounding numbers. Please subscribe and join us, and don't miss any of our weekly lectures, mock tests, and refreshing videos. Until then, be vigilant when you are outside, stay safe, stay healthy, and practice more. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.